Ayanna Smith. Can I have parties approach and announce for the record, please? For the state,
Daniel Clark with the state of Texas.
for the defense,
Raymond Bell for the defense, Judge.
and are you Ms. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
I have, Judge.
All right. Showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review this document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You're charged with taking a weapon from an officer as a third-degree felon. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea bargain agreement, there's a $500 fine to be probated. State recommends deferred adjudication. They will take in consideration 2022 CR 6751. There's to be no contact with the Quick Trip Store, number 4007, located at 310 San Pedro Avenue, San Antonio, Texas, 78212, and there's to be a DDRF evaluation. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement? Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Judge.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, now I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 100 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am, I do understand. I do have a question.
Sure.
Because I'm homeless, do you guys refer to like waiting for hope or someone stable?
Yes, we'll work with you on that.
Okay.
All right, thank you. So then to the offense is charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State moves to admit what's been marked as State Exhibit 1 and all attachments into evidence.
We reviewed the same object.
Ms. Smith, I'm going to show you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
Will I be going home today? Or does it take like a while for like?
No, you will not be going home today.
Okay, how long does it?
I mean, you don't have a home. You told me you're homeless.
But I'm saying, will I have to wait for like?
Just let me read this.
Sure.
All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding you guilty as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we just asked the court, consider honoring the parties plea agreement as Ms. Smith has indicated. She is homeless, she's applying for work services, and work food programs. She's had some mental health issues, and want to get assessed and, provided with a treatment option. Also, Judge, she has cooperated with the state in other cases. And so there's definitely someone I believe will be probation.
Mr. Bell, could you please keep your voice up? I couldn't quite hear you.
And so we're asking the court just go ahead and honor the agreement of the parties, Judge. Place on trial.
All right. So why are you homeless?
Marital issues and where I was at, we caught a charge, an assault charge in our marriage, but where I was at, I wasn't on the leave. And so with that, I guess disturbance of where we were at, because it was a house with rooms rented out, there were other tenants and it was disruptive. So I mean, I could have stayed, but I would have been going against his terms. I would have been going against my own terms as far as us not being able to be together at that time.
How old are you?
I'm 30. I just turned 30 in Fort.
Where's your family?
I have family in Fort Worth. I have my auntie here and my stepdad here, but because I do have a history of drinking, I don't really have anywhere stable to be at without them trusting that I won't drink.
All right, do you have any children?
I have stepchildren. And then
All right, what's your mental health diagnosis?
I have schizoaffective depressed type and manic depression with psychosis.
Other than alcohol, what have you used?
I have smoked weed, mags, I've done meth. Meth is my go-to on the streets, as far as being on the streets. That's why I do need shelter. I need some. I know I've been in Haven for Hope, and they've helped. It's just I wasn't ready. You know what I mean? But that is one place that I would like to go back into. I was in the jail outreach program there, so it's kind of like you report there too.
When's the last time you had employment?
It's been years.
All right, so how are you supporting yourself?
I'm on the streets. I panhandle.
What's your criminal history?
Lately it's been criminal trespass because with me being homeless, I try not to move around too much. So I generally just stay in that area just because it's safe for me.
All right, so what is her criminal history? Does anyone know?
She has just a misdemeanor history, Judge. This is her first felony offense.
We need this to go down.
And, that's why they were recommending her. Yeah, she's been incarcerated the whole time, since she was picked up on this charge.
And Your Honor, as far as I can tell, it is just misdemeanor history.
Yes, ma'am. This is my first felony.
Yeah, there was a felony that was reduced to a misdemeanor, but
Okay, any violent history?
it was an assault.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your violent history?
I do have a previous, it was an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon dropped down to an assault. And then I have two other assaults, one in Tarrant County, I believe it was.
Mhm.
Cold Spring. And another one here.
Are they misdemeanors?
Yes, ma'am. They're all misdemeanor.
I appreciate your honesty.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. 4 years deferred adjudication, $500 fine to probated. Take in consideration 2022 CR 6751. There's to be no contact with the Quick Trip Store, number 4007 at 310 San Pedro, San Antonio, Texas, 78212. There should be 100 hours of community service restitution. This is the order in which I want things probation. 1, a referral to felony drug court. 2, DDRF. 3, TAP evaluation. And felony drug court should accept her. If felony drug court doesn't accept her, then we'll see what the DDRF says. If they don't accept her, then we'll do the TAP evaluation and we'll come back here and I'll make a decision on where she should be. Felony drug court is a great program. It's one-stop shopping. They'll
Okay.
take care of mental health issues. They'll take care of drug issues. They'll take care of housing issue. They'll take care of employment issues as far as getting you on track with your life. So you need to be as honest with them as you've been with me, and they'll accept you. All right. There is going to be field visits 2 times per month. And the conditions I'm giving you, if you're accepted to felony drug court, they're going to be in charge of the conditions. So they may do something different than what I've done.
Okay.
Once you go to felony drug court, I'll only see you for 2 reasons. 1, you've graduated and you want to tell me, thank you so much for sending me there. I got my life in order and I'm in touch with my family again.
Yes, ma'am.
Or 2, they bring you back here because they say, we tried, she didn't want it. All right, there's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be the UA hotline until further notice. Proof of employment within 15 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors until further notice. And so what that means is your husband, whoever it is, if the children are with you all and he needs to do a grocery store run, you need to tell him you're gonna have to take the children with you because I'm not allowed to be around the children by myself. You understand? Probation, is there anything else that she needs?
No, Judge.
All right, is there anything else that you need from the court in order to be successful?
I know I've noticed you said 15 days of employment. I do not have any type of ID, like no ID, no social.
Oh, they're gonna take care of that.
Okay, I
All
just
right.
wanted you to know that personally, so if they can be like, she don't have a job by 15, at least you know that.
Oh, well, here's the thing. This is what I require. Require that people are to make sure that they are seeking employment. So if people don't have employment, you got to show proof that you've been out there hustling, trying to get employment. Oh, and also probation, I'm gonna want a MIC evaluation as well.
Is that, well, see, that's, I thought it was DVR, but
Yeah, DDR, MIC,
is that gonna come after the drug court evaluation? Or-
yes, after. So I'm at 1 felony drug court, 2 MIC DDRF.
Okay.
And you're gonna remain in she's gonna remain in custody until those are done.
Yes, ma'am.
So today is Monday, last time I checked. If this is sent to felony drug court today, they'll probably see you this week or at the latest next week on Monday.
Okay.
Be completely honest with them, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything from either side with regards to sentencing?
No.
Anything else?
Nothing pro from the defense, Judge. The approval of the dismissal.
All right, thank you. Show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, is there anything else?
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
All right, we can go off the record. Ms. Smith,
Yes, ma'am.
you're gonna have to change your ways. I always tell everybody that I'm in the twilight of my life. They tell me I'm not, but really I have more of my life behind me than in front of me, right? We deduct from our life on this planet when we do bad things, right, to our bodies, not exercising. That may take a couple of years off your life. Not eating right, that may take a couple of years, maybe just 1 year off your life, right? But if you're out there using drugs, that takes a lot of time off on your life and it ages you. And the fact that you don't know what people are putting in the drugs because it's not FDA approved. Like there's a rat running around pooping on the drugs. People are like, well, let's just put it in there because they're not going to throw it away and say a rat got in this. You never hear on the news about people who make drugs that they won the blue plate special award because they don't care, right? So you're gonna have to do better. Otherwise, you're gonna shorten your life significantly. I don't want to hear about you on the news,
Right.
dead from drug overdose.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Take care. Okay.
All right, Anaya Smith. Yes, if you can come forward. Ms. Gonzalez, it says that this is for a compliance hearing. Do you know what this is concerning?
I believe it's just concerning the results of the drug court evaluation and then concerning the staff evaluation that was not able to be completed.
Oh, this is the one, correct?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Smith, my understanding is that they were trying to do a TAP evaluation and
Yes,
you
ma'am.
discontinued it?
She said that she recommended drug court instead, so.
No. This is what everyone needs to be quiet. This is what the court understands happened. And maybe there's miscommunication, but my understanding is that they were in the middle of a TAP evaluation
Right.
with you. And you no longer wanted to do it, and so you
Right.
disconnected.
Yes, I did.
All right, so file a motion to revoke, and you may end up going to prison. All right,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
Just have to.
Yes, she's fine. Could I see the motion to revoke, please? On Smith, could I see it? Oh. They got it. Yes, okay, thank you. All right, could I see the parties on Ayanna Smith, please? Court is calling 2022 CR 6750 State of Texas versus Ayanna LaShawn Smith. Could I have parties and defense if you'll be able, could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Melissa Christian for the defendant.
And I'm gonna need everybody in the box to be quiet. We're on the record. And are you Ms. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Smith, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you have a chance to review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, this motion was filed today.
Yes,
Of course, you're entitled to 10 days to prepare.
we waive.
All right. Ms. Smith, do you have any objections to your attorney waiving the 10 days? All right, are you the same Ayanna Smith who was placed on deferred adjudication? All right, you all need to be quiet in the box. That's okay. Are you the same Ayanna LaShawn Smith who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 6750 for the offense of taking a weapon from an officer on August 29, 2022 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 14 AA on or about the 10th day of November 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Ayanna LaShawn Smith, did then and there fail to complete the treatment alternatives to incarceration program through Bexar County CSCD as directed by the court in violation of condition number 14 AA.
All right, how do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation 14 AA, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation 14 AA?
Yes, ma'am. True.
Court will find 14 AA true. Is there an agreement?
No, Judge.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting revocation.
All right,
Judge,
so both, let me ask, are both of you requesting revocation?
actually, Judge, our first request is to revoke and reform. And Ms. Smith has 221 days in custody. She is homeless. Honestly, this is probably a probation she was not ever going to be able to successfully complete due to her situation. At this point, we're asking for her to get some kind of a time served judgment, which would probably require the court to reduce it to an assault. In the alternative, we're requesting that the court consider revoking and just giving her 2 years, in which case she has pretty much sufficient time in for her to be paroled. She probably will have to, and I've explained to her, she'd probably have to go to TDC to get a number, but she would probably be eligible for being immediately paroled.
All right, and I see that the indictment, this is a case where she attempted to take an officer's nightstick, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting? You say revocation, but what time are you requesting?
We were just requesting 2 years, Your Honor, for minimum.
I'm sorry?
2 years, the minimum.
All right, the court will grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Quick Trip Store number 4007, located at 310 San Pedro Avenue. I'm sorry, do you have a trial court certification, Don?
I do not.
It's and that's in San Antonio, Texas.
Can she step over here to sign?
Yes. No problem. All right, Ms. Smith, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal.
No.
All right, is she waiving her right to appeal?
Well, we didn't have a bargain,
Yes.
so.
Okay. All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am. I did.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
All right, because this isn't a plea bargain agreement, you do have a limited right to appeal. And that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegation in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Yes, ma'am, you as well.
And actually, signal.